Alright, today we are going to be talking about pollution and reducing garbage at landfills. We're going to learn how we can reduce different types of pollution and the amount of garbage in landfills. So we're going to watch two short videos. And I want you to pay close attention to what the video talks about.
Why was there balloons flying in the street?
Ready to hatch some cool tech. Click here to make your very own monster.
Are you making a big screen?
To explain about air pollution. Nowadays, every individual is facing problems. Hello, friends. My name is Smokey. I'm going to explain about air pollution. Nowadays, every individual is facing problems caused by it. Air pollution occurs when gases, smoke, dust, or odor get into the air and make it dirty. It's very harmful for humans, animals, and plants. There are many causes for air pollution. Sometimes air gets polluted due to eruptions of volcanoes, dust storms, and wildfires. Oh, it's too irritating. Smoke from factories, power plants, vehicles, chemicals, airplanes, fumes from spray cans, and methane gas from landfills causes air pollution. When humans burn fossil fuels, it releases a lot of gases into the air, causing air pollution. Let's see the effects of air pollution one by one. Effects on humans. Air pollution causes headaches, dizziness, nasal irritation, lung diseases, and more. Oh, the sky looks so blackish. This is due to smog. This is very dangerous. Effects on plants. Air pollution causes damage to trees, vegetables, fruits, and flowers. Fluoride is very dangerous for plants. Ammonia, chlorine, and hydrogen sulfide are harmful to whole vegetation. Air pollution brings acid rain. Trees die early and leaves get dry. Effects on animals. Animals face breathing problems, skin infections, and many other diseases due to air pollution. Effects on atmosphere. Some of the effects of air pollution on atmospheric conditions, such as effect on ozone layer, greenhouse effect, global warming, etc. The temperature rising and ozone holes are some of the problems which have attracted the attention of scientists all over the world. We should take proper steps to control air pollution. Some of the steps to control air pollution are: we should use public transport more. For short distances, use a bicycle or go by walking. Switch off the lights, fans, air conditioners, televisions, and other appliances when not in use. Always recycle and reuse. Remember to carry paper bags and minimize using plastic bags. Plant trees as much as possible. Stay tuned for more videos and always help others.
He just said to do everything that everybody does.
I know. We're going to watch one more about landfills. Pay close
It's not having
attention.
access to 1 million industrial grade products that's so amazing. It's the feeling of knowing you'll find the one you need.
What is a landfill? A landfill is a big hole in the ground that we dig out to put our trash away. On average, Americans generate over 4 pounds of trash a day. There are 2 different kinds of trash: biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Banana peels, apple cores, orange peels, and wasted foods are considered biodegradable.
That was like 10 seconds.
I know. I told y'all it was going to be short. Okay. So, remember yesterday we talked about natural resources. Tell me, what is a natural resource? Raise your hand, Avery. Water. Okay, Paxton. Okay, Gatlin. Grass. But what is a natural resource? Where does a natural resource come from, Jesse?
The woods.
The woods, or what's the another word for it?
The forest.
Not the forest. Nature. So when you think natural, you think nature. So it is something found in nature that we can use. Some examples are air, water, plants, and animals. So why are these natural resources important to us? They help us what? Survive. They help us live. So what is a renewable natural resource? We talked about it yesterday. What does renewable mean, Franklin?
A resource that can be remade.
Yes, a resource that can be reused. Give me some examples. Raise your hand. Avery. Water. Franklin. Food. Levi.
You can use like fruits and stuff because they will go back into like dirt or something.
And what is that called when we use like old food or food that we don't eat? What's it called? Not scraps. There's another name for it, Chase. What is it called? No, tell me, Graceless. Compost. We can use compost. Okay, what are some more examples of renewable resources? Something that we can reuse, Cherokee. Nature. Things in nature. But what things in nature, Hendrix?
Water.
Water. We said water, Franklin.
Pizza.
Okay. What else? What else in nature?
Plants.
Plants, okay. Trees. Yes, because that's where we get our paper from. Animals, okay. Jesse?
Vines.
Yes, that kind of goes with plants.
Vines
So-
to tie things like a
So
rope.
renewable resources are resources that can be replaced. Some examples are trees, animals, water, wind, sunlight. So what does non-renewable mean when we're talking about non-renewable resources, Luke?
Can't be reused.
Can't be reused. Give me some examples. Lily.
Oil.
Oil, Chase.
Yes.
Gas. What type of gas? When you think of nature. Natural gas, okay? Cherokee. Carbon dioxide. Avery. Coal. Gatlin. Propane. I'm looking for one more. It kind of goes along with air. Okay, oil's one. No, it kind of goes. What else is in the air?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide and
Wait, solar.
what do we breathe in?
Air.
Air or oxygen. Yes, so renewable resources are resources that cannot be replaced. Some examples are natural gas, coal, and oil. So what does it mean to recycle? When we're recycling something, we're doing what to it? Avery? We are reusing it. What are the 3 R's? Reuse, reduce, and recycle. Let's try it again. Reuse, reduce, and recycle.
So you use it 2 times.
So how can we recycle some things? What are some things we can recycle or reuse again? Cherokee? Plastic, okay. Lily?
A bottle.
A bottle, okay. Gatlin?
Hands.
Pans, okay. What else? Luke?
Scrap metal.
Scrap metal. Franklin?
Paper.
Paper. Paxton?
A Fiji water bottle.
Yes, water bottles. Jesse?
Cans. I cannot be recycled.
Cans, okay.
Clothes.
Clothes. What about, think about when we go shopping. Bags, okay.
Paper bag.
Paper bags. So how can recycling help the planet? How can it help the planet? How can it help Earth? Bracklin?
We won't be putting trash.
We won't be putting trash everywhere. How can us putting trash everywhere, affect the Earth? Paxton? Pollution, okay. Franklin?
It'll make it where the ground it has bad dirt and all and stuff.
So it can affect our soil, right? Okay, Cherokee? Yeah, so like sometimes if we just throw out trash, the animals sometimes try to eat that trash. And what happens to them? Yeah. So think about in the water, when there's all those fish and everything that lives in the water. If we throw out that trash, what can happen to them?
They can die. Sea turtles.
Think about turtles.
That they plastic can suffocate them.
It can. Okay, Luke. Listen.
Trash can cause air pollution, which can kill your lungs.
Yes, it can affect our lungs. Olivia. Okay, Paxton, help her out. Yes. So how can we reduce all the garbage? Did y'all see all the garbage on that video in the landfill? How can we reduce that? How can we try to... We can recycle. Okay, what else? Got one?
Don't use as much things as we do that hurt stuff.
Don't use as many things that would hurt the planet. Okay, Bracklin?
Send the trash to space.
Okay, we could do that. Okay, Avery? Reuse it, Franklin?
For the trash in the sun.
Okay.
Recycle it.
So it can help the planet by reducing the needs for new materials. So if we constantly need new materials and we use all of them up, what's going to happen? We're going to be left with nothing. So it's really important for us to reuse things. So why is it important for us to recycle things instead of just throwing it away? Why is it important? I know. It can kind of help us survive better, right? And it can help, can it reduce all the garbage that's in a landfill? So what is pollution? When we talk about the word pollution, what does that mean? What does pollution mean, Bracklin?
Bad stuff.
Bad stuff? What kind of bad stuff, though? What is pollution? Garbage. So pollution is pretty much garbage. And pollution is the contamination of the environment. What does it mean when something is contaminated? Like when our water is contaminated.
It's not something got in and
Is it still okay for us to drink it? No. So pollution is the contamination of the environment. It makes our environment dirty and not as healthy and clean. So, can you name the different types of pollution? We talked about air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, noise pollution. I know. I just wanted to see, can you think of any other types of pollution? Water pollution, noise pollution, what else?
Cell pollution.
Okay. Air pollution. So the types of air pollution include air pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, and soil or either land pollution. So how can pollution affect us? It can get in our lungs. What happens if there's too much smoke in the air? What'll happen to us?
Lung disease and we'll die.
We can get sick, can't we?
We get sick and our lungs can.
So what about our water? What if our water is polluted? What happens? We can't drink it, can we? And what happens if we can't drink water? We have to have water, don't we? We would die, or we would get, what happens when you don't drink enough water? You get dehydrated. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it can make air hard for us to breathe. It can make it harder for farmers to grow their crops. So if there's a lot of pollution in the soil, if there's a lot of nasty things in the soil, do you think we can still grow healthy vegetables? No. What are some ways we can make the soil healthy? Remember we talked about it yesterday. We could use what? We could water it. What else? Fertilizer. What else can we put in it to make it healthy?
Chicken poop.
Which is fertilizer. There's another word. We take food that we don't eat and we can put it. What's another? It's the fancy word for scraps. Compost. What else?
You could they spray dust on some crops.
Okay, they do. And we talked about two things we haven't really heard of before.
Stop using using weed killers.
Pesticides, okay. But what's something that we can plant that's kind of a blanket around our vegetables that we're growing?
Soil.
A cover what?
A
A cover crop. What is another thing that we can use?
A greenhouse.
We could use a greenhouse. Think about, is it healthy for us to plant just the same vegetables over and over and over and over? We need to swap them out, and it's called what? It's called something rotation.
Plant rotation.
Crop rotation. Close. So what causes air pollution? What causes for our air to be polluted, Avery? Trash. But what goes up in the air that kind of makes it hard for us to breathe? Smoke, gas. But where's the smoke come from? Fires. Volcanoes. Factories. Cars. Planes. What about power plants, like a steel mill? Do you think that makes a lot of smoke?
I said nuclear plants.
Nuclear plants? Kinda. So what causes water pollution? What can cause our water to be polluted? Trash. What else? Avery? Trash in the ocean. What else? Water pollution. What are some things that can make our water dirty? Besides trash. Raise your hand. Jesse? Chemicals. But where do you think the chemicals would come from?
The first one.
Where would chemicals come from? It can come from. What about us using pesticides? Like if we spray like weed killer on our crops, what do you think is going to happen when it rains? What's going to happen to that pesticide? It's going to go in the ground. And do you think some of the pesticides could trickle over into a pond or a river and it would make that water... Is that water still okay for us to drink or animals to drink? No. And sometimes, have y'all seen the boats that are on the water and they carry oil? What happens sometimes? What kind of spill? There can be an oil spill, right? And what happens to all the animals that are in the ocean? Or the boat can sink. But what happens to the animals in the water when all that oil?
They die.
They could die.
There's another type of boat. You can shoot them.
Or what about the birds? If they're just sitting in the water and that oil gets on them,
They can't fly.
what can happen to them? They can't what?
Fly.
They couldn't fly.
They'd be sticky.
They would. So, yes. Listen. You did? Okay, so what do you think noise pollution is? We haven't heard of this one.
Ear damage.
Okay, it can cause damage to your ears, but what causes the damage to your ears? Loud noises. The loud noises come from what?
Super loud music.
Loud music? What else?
A too loud gun.
Okay, what else? Luke? A police car, Gatlin?
I'm just saying, in a couple of work in Taylorville, they made it where instead of smoke, it's steam. It's just steam that goes
Oh,
through.
that's awesome, Paxton. An ambulance? What about what we drive? Can they be noisy? How can they be noisy? When we blow our horn. Stop. What is waste? What do you think waste is? It can be trash. Waste can kind of mean trash. No, we're talking about like trash. How can we reduce how much trash? Because it said every day 4 pounds of trash gets thrown away. That's almost the size of a small dog.
Huh?
4 pounds of trash. That's how much my little bunny rabbit weighs. How can we reduce the amount of trash we throw away every day?
Recycling.
We can recycle. We can reduce something.
Can you bring them?
No. Okay, listen. This is our big thinking question. Pumpkin. So this is our big thinking question. Why is it important for us to learn how we can reduce the amount of waste or garbage in a landfill? Or how can we reduce all the pollution that's going on? Don't say it. This is our thinking question, remember. Why is it important for us to learn about this? Why is it important for us to learn how to reduce pollution or garbage? Don't say it. I want you to turn and talk to your partner about your answers. I want to hear some good discussions. Why is it important for us to learn how to reduce pollution or all the garbage that's in a landfill? What do you think, Kendrick?
This part is
We won't do it. How can we reduce the amount of garbage that's in our Trying to pick it up. What else can we do with some of the garbage? What are the 3 R's? About the 3 R's. Okay, raise your hand and go back to your seat. Raise your hand if you want to share. Lily?
So we don't have to move to Mars.
Okay. Cherokee?
So we can recycle.
So we can recycle and not litter the earth.
So we don't kill animals.
So we don't kill animals. Jesse?
Just think back on the day.
Well, eat the total. So doesn't plants don't get in the animals.
So we can have healthy soil so we can grow our crops. Yes. Yes, Franklin. Everyone should be listening to Franklin.
So that we know to reuse and use less stuff.
Yes, Franklin.
So we don't. So there's not trash laying everywhere.
So there's not trash everywhere,
And we don't kill the earth.
and we don't damage the earth. All right, I need everybody to look at my picture on the board. So this right here is a picture of a landfill. A landfill. Remember, landfills, when we throw our garbage away in the garbage can, remember the garbage trucks, they pick up our garbage on a certain day of the week. This is where they take it. It's called a landfill. So what they do is they pretty much dig up a big hole and they'll put garbage in it and then they'll put just dirt on top of that garbage.
What? Just let it sit there?
Because that'll keep it healthy.
So, what do you notice about this landfill picture?
There's clay around it.
There's clay around it. What else do you notice?
It's layered.
It's layered.
It's floating.
It kind of looks like it's floating because it's layered. What else? Do you think there's a lot of garbage? Do you think there's a lot of garbage?
Yeah, but it's hidden over grass.
Yeah.
So it won't
So we could be walking outside.
So,
We could be walking.
so what are some ways we can reduce some of the garbage? Think about the 3 R's.
Recycle.
We can recycle. We can reuse. How can we reuse some garbage?
recycle.
How can we reuse it before we throw it away? What are some things that we can reuse?
Fish trap.
How can we reuse some garbage before throwing away?
Water bottle.
A water bottle.
Fish trap.
Think about whenever we go shopping, what do we put our things in that we buy?
Shopping cart.
Not shopping carts. We can reuse bags. What else can we reuse? What comes from trees? Paper.
What comes from paper? Fire. Like we take paper bags.
Listen.
We go to Walmart or something, and we get like Walmart bags or like Dollar General bags.
I can't hear Jacob.
When we take them home, we just kind of tie them up, and then we have like an entire bucket of just Walmart bags. Yeah, and Dollar General bags.
So what would be a way we can reuse the Walmart bags rather than throwing them away? I do this at home. How can we reuse them? Tell me, Cherokee.
Put them in the cabinet.
Tell me, Cherokee.
To bring something, to go get something, you could bring that bag if you don't have a bag or stuff like that.
Okay. Trinity?
I do that if you're going, like on a holiday, if you need to take food somewhere, you could haul it around with bags.
Okay, what else? I'm looking for something a little bit more specific. Hendrix?
This is
It's
how
like
we
when I buy, like if I go to the store and buy some bags, I got a little cabinet and I put the bags in and just keep them for something.
So sometimes, like whenever I go shopping at Walmart and I get some bags, I have a little garbage can in my room, and instead of constantly buying garbage bags, I reuse those Walmart bags as trash bags.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, stop. All right, let's look at this picture. I need everybody's eyeballs on this picture.
Airplanes.
This is a picture of air pollution. What do you notice about this picture? There's a lot on this picture. So what are some causes of air pollution that we can see on this picture? Raise your hand, Braden. Cars. Okay.
Motorcycles, lightning, volcanoes,
Wildfires. What else? Franklin. Gasoline. Trinity. Cities and airplanes. Jesse. Lightning. So how can cars and trucks and buses and motorcycles pollute the air? What comes from them? Smoke or exhaust. What about wildfires? What comes from them and goes up in the air? Smoke. Planes.
You can see the smoke coming off of it.
You can. So do you see the smoke coming from the airplanes and the cities and the farms and factories going up into the air?
Go kill them cows.
That's a lot of air pollution, right?
Look at all these things.
All right. So remember last week when we did little cards, we worked in groups and we did task cards?
I wasn't here to do that.
We're going to do it again, okay? But with pollution. So listen, I'm going to give you a number. Remember your number. Remember your number.
You start, Levi.
I'm going to start at a random spot. Remember your number. Hold it on your finger because I'm not going to remember it. Okay, there's 18 of y'all. So I might count it up to just 4. I'm going to do 4. Okay. 4.
Why not 3? No, do 3.
Yeah, let's do 3. Okay, let's do 3. Let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Jesse, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need my ones. Shh, quietly. Where are my ones? Sit on the floor facing each other. Quickly. Where are my 2s? Scooch over to the 1s.
There's 7 guys. There's 7. 1, 2, 3. There's 5. I'm in number 1. There has to be 6.
Yeah, there has to be 6.
I'm in the 1. I'm in 6. I'm in Levi's. I'm 1.
Levi's here. Come on.
This is 6.
She was like a 2.
You were a 2.
She said, okay. Are you in this group?
She wants to be about rap. I don't want to be about
Sit in this group. Okay, where's my 3s?
West. Whoa. They're missing one part.
And where's my 4s?
Oh, I put it on my hand, so I know. You have it.
We didn't have 4s, we just did 3s.
Luke, you were 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need my groups. Alright, I'm going to give you a card, some cards. We're not going to write. We're not going to write on them. We are going to look at these cards. Stop. We're going to look at these cards and we're going to read them and we're all going to work together to try to answer them. We're not going to write them down. We're just going to answer them in our groups. We're going to have little group discussions, okay? I have 6. You're each going to get 6 cards, so each person should have a card. Pass them out. Pass them out. Everyone should have a card. Just pass them out.
Oh my God, heart.
1,
You can eat it.
4, 5, 6.
You gave
Luke,
me too much.
give everybody a card. I gave you too many? Alright. I want y'all to work together to try to answer the questions on your card. Does everybody have a card? Alright, I need y'all to work together to try to answer the questions on your card.
Okay, I'm done. Don't throw stuff in.
I want y'all to have little discussions and try to answer.
And don't throw oil canister in water and try to blow the water. Don't try to shoot the turtles and miss. Turtles and miss. Okay. I like shoes. I like shopping. Okay, so I'm done with throw away makes sense. Put it in your refrigerator. Oil, put it in your fridge. Eat it for lunch the next day. Put it in the freezer.
I shouldn't be seeing anybody laying down.
Okay, so we're done with this.
Is that still recording?
Don't throw in a
Is it recording?
Describe
Hear y'all.
ways to reduce don't make your 4 ways into the creek. Don't sleep your bowl like me. You have to name 4 ways to save a day.
There's 2 ways.
This is mine. I've already done this 2 ways. It's my turn. Actually, give it to him. It's my turn. She said this way. Stick it in the chair. Not put it in that one. Let's go. Clockwise is the way. Clockwise is this way. Counterclockwise is this way. And that's why is it so loud? What's your question? Quiet.
And then I find the benefit of
Put stuff in pocket knives instead of plastic bags.
Don't use
Put it in the middle. Use a lock and lock instead of plastic.
fertilizer.
Use metal forks. Use metal forks instead of plastic forks. No plastic water. Use metal water. Okay, don't drive a car. Take the tape outdoors. We're we're done.
Yes.
We're done. Plant a tree. He can't do this.
Alright, everyone put your cards down and go back to your seat.
I forgot to do mine.
Put your cards down and go back to your seat. Quietly. Put your cards down and go back to your seat. All I want you to do is put your name on this worksheet.
Your pencil's right there. Over there. Give me the pencil. Sharpen my pencil. Oh, stop. You took my pencil.
You need to hit people. How am I editing what we tell them?
Alright, I need you to put your name on your paper and give me a thumbs up. I'm waiting on some thumbs. I'm gonna tell you, I'm still waiting on some thumbs. Does everybody have their name on their paper?
Yes.
Where's your paper?
Right there.
Pick it up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna read the sentences. There should be 12. You're gonna read them, and you are gonna use, do y'all see the pictures that are at the end of every sentence? They're small, but you're gonna try to use them to fill in the blanks. Let's do the first one together. Put your finger under where it says pollution in the first sentence. Pollution is the contamination of the, look at the picture. Yes, we're doing this one together. Say the answer. Pollution is the contamination of the, what does the picture look like? The environment. So right, you can put earth, or you can put land, put environment. You can put world. You can put
I
land.
just put environment.
Just put land. L-A-N-D.
I put environment.
That's fine.
Are we doing blue?
You're going to read the next sentences and look at the picture beside the blank to figure out what word you should put in the blank. You're going to do the rest of them by yourself. Yes. What word is it? Principally. It's asking about the 4 types of pollution that we talked about.
This is small blank. But 3 don't make sense. Yes,
It's just asking about the 4 types of pollutions we talked about.
So you just name what the pictures were?
Mm-hmm. You just pretty much name what's in the pictures. You put the name of the pictures in the blank. When you're done, just raise your hand and I'll come get your paper.